Hey guys, it's Sonia with Junk Monkey Paint Company and welcome back to my daily vlog. I got my paint clothes on and I'm ready to hang out with you guys. I'm going to do a junk flip today, something that we found along our travels. I got some exciting news to share with you guys and I just kind of want to hang out. So first and foremost, I haven't seen you since last year. I know that's such a corny joke that everybody uses. Did you really think I was going to be any different? So yes, welcome back. January the 1st, 2020. Here we go. How was 2020 for you? Leave me in one word below how 2020 was for you. Sorry, how 2019 was for you this past year. One word. How would you describe it? And also, do you have a word for the year of 2020? That could be kind of corny and cheesy too, but I think it's important to really stop and pause, especially if you're like me and you just feel like you go through life very quickly. Sometimes I got to remind myself to stop and pause and think about all the wonderful things that have happened this past year. Yes, we can have things that obviously are sad things that happen to us, changes that happen to us in life. It's nice to stop and pause and think about the lessons we've learned, the people that have come in through our lives, new people, new friends we've met, what we've learned this year, words of wisdom that we were left with, pieces of wisdom that we collected from this past year, but also thinking about as well what you want for 2020, what you want the year to be like. And so for me, I find, especially as I get older and I just get busy in my business and busy in life, my son gets older, you always feel like that little girl inside, right? Do you feel like that too, guys? Or you still feel like the same person you always were, even when you were like 15 and 16 years old, but you look in the mirror and you're like, where has the time gone, right? And you think about all the stuff that you want to do, and a lot of times, I know I'm guilty of this, I think about all the stuff that I want to do, like we got to do this, me and Matt will make plans, and you know what? Then you have the epiphany, like life is now. This is not the dress rehearsal. You gotta do it now, right? You gotta get into it now. And so make some plans for 2020. Where do you wanna go? Like stop thinking about all the stuff that you're going to do. Do it this year. Make this year your year. Make 2020 your year. So I'm gonna get started on honestly painting. I think this, you know what? It is so applicable that I'm painting this clock tower today, don't you think? That's very ironic. This is my $2.99 clock tower. I told you guys this week that if you find pieces when you're out and about thrifting and junking, like just find some stuff. This is not really ornate or anything like that. It's just black and wire right now, but I'm gonna put some paint on it to make it feel a little bit more, just like it has more texture, more interest, and plain black is kind of really gonna blend into my background with the dark wood. So I wanna put some paint on it to really, really lighten it up. But yeah, we got a clock tower and it is January the 1st. I'm telling you, the irony is not lost on me. So last night, I couldn't believe it. I was chit-chatting with you guys over on Facebook Live, and we brought in the new year together. Do you guys remember? Were you guys there? Do you remember? How much wine did you have? Yes, we even drink wine. So this was the piece that we worked on last night on New Year's Eve, and this was also one of the thrift flips that we picked up in the last couple days. The last thrift haul of 2019 was this really old frame, right? Do you see on the back? Not really old frame, I'm gonna say really heavy, like old looking kind of frame. But these can be expensive when you go to stores to pick them up. This is a really nice heavy one. Loved it. I loved all the carvings that were in it. And do you guys remember what it looked like before? It was gold and the inlay was kind of scratched out. Well, last night I took out my vintage white right here, Junk Monkey paint, and honestly chit-chat it with you guys, and we painted this together. So last night I put a little bit of the scrapbook paper inside of it, just cut a little piece off, because until I get a picture for it here, I'm gonna go probably out tomorrow and print some good photos that I've taken off my phone, maybe of me and Matt, or me, Matt, and Riley, something family oriented, and probably put that in the living room somewhere. So I did it white to really brighten it. I think that white, when you put neutrals, like neutrals are timeless, they span the ages. And so by going vintage white on here, yeah, no matter what colors I put in my living room, it's gonna match, right? And so just to show you that even if you don't wanna do a picture, but you wanna, maybe one of your goals for this year for your house, for home decorating, for DIYing, for, like designing on a dime, on a budget is, and I'm looking at my walls right now, if you wanna create a space to do a gallery wall or something like that, and you're like, how can I fill it out? One of the easiest ways is to go to a thrift store, find a frame, something like this, or something that you love, the right size. I probably wouldn't get anything too heavy. Like this like has a velvet back and a really heavy stand onto it. Get something light that's gonna, not fall off the wall. or make holes too big in your wall from the weight and really pull it down. But just get some small frames and paint them, and then get some fun scrapbook paper and fill them out. You can do a couple different patterns. If you buy the scrapbook paper that, you know, when you buy a whole bundle, the whole books, typically it has a theme inside of it, so you can't go wrong. Like, you just, buy a book and then just grab a couple pages that really matches, and, you know, frame a couple of them, put them together, kind of do a collection. So that's a really fun project that you can do. So I still have, I'm right here at the dining room table, and I still have my vintage white out. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this. Oh, I forgot to take my before photo. Oh gosh, darn it. Now I'm going to have to do a screenshot. All right, we'll put it in here. But you guys can really check it out and see what it's like, right? I'm just going to do a dry brush all over the clock. All right, just like that. And yes, this paint will, you don't have the primer, sand, or strip, and it will grab a hold of this wire and stay on just fine. So when you see pieces like this, like, look, do you see the difference? Oh, this makes me excited. You know what, you love what you do when you get excited about just painting something black over to white, and it really pops just like that. I mean, look at the difference. This way, this way. Do you see it? Like, that's exciting, right? Right now, somebody out there is getting inspired, looking around going, maybe I should put some color. Maybe I should put a neutral. And if you can't, you know, I got lots of colors in, like, for example, the doors behind me, my furniture behind me. So if I keep adding too many colors, it's going to be like circus, okay? So we don't want that. Unless you want it, then feel free painting all kinds of colors. But I need to neutralize some of the colors I have. So yes, I sound like I'm Jimmy Neutron. But just want to, neutralize and just build up the coziness without making it feel like I have a gazillion colors. Look at that. Will you look at that? That is just gorgeous. Ah, love it. You know what? Life is about keeping it simple, isn't it, friends? Getting excited over little things. Doesn't have to be big things, you know? Doesn't have to be big things. I'm just excited over this little clock tower. So one of the things I had to tell you that I'm super excited about is that I'm finally doing something that I wanted to do for a long time. If you followed me for a while, you will know that I've done a paid coaching group for 2 years, and I stopped it in, let's see, midsummer this past year, I think around August timeframe. And at that point, I went ahead and I told everybody that we were going to wind it down and that would be it. But to stay tuned, because I have ideas and I'd really like to continue to do business coaching because it's what I love to do. And when people say, or I get messages like, seriously, girl, do you ever stop talking? Well, the truth is that I love to talk business. And when you love what you do, how can you not help but get excited, okay? And if you're helping somebody else out there, well, then you know what? You should just continue to do what you love to do. So you know what? We're going to talk a little bit more in 2020. And I am going to turn the camera on every single day, film a video talking about business, giving you motivation and help to be able to grow your business as well. So no matter what kind of business you have, but if you follow me, you might be a creative soul just like me as well. A gentle creative soul that probably wears their heart on their sleeve and would just love to be able to live a simple life working for yourself, setting your own hours, and just, you know, making life what you want to make it, right? Living your best life, designing the life that you love. So it just launched today, my YouTube channel. It is called Grow, G-R-O-W, with Sonia Miller, Sonia with an I. So if you go right here on YouTube and you search Grow with Sonia or Grow with Sonia Miller, either way, it'll pop up. You'll see my face. And so be sure to subscribe. So if you're somebody on this channel, guys, and this is the quick business tip for you guys out there, that everybody's different, right? Some people are watching this channel right now and are like, I just want inspiration. I just love going out and junking in with you guys, and bringing stuff home and getting ideas for my home. And then there are also people who love doing it, but also have that inner fire, or you know somebody in your life. Share that channel with them if you do know somebody, if you have a friend that is creative and loves to be able to, you know, get creative and, like I said, do it for profit, where you're able to quit your corporate job and go on to do what you want to do. Wearing your stretchy pants every single day and getting on your paint clothes and painting or making, creating, doing whatever you love. So tell them about it. Grow It Sonia Miller is what the YouTube channel is. By the way, yesterday, I was so excited because I reached a very, very, what's the word? Just a milestone. on our channel here, a big milestone. We hit together 1 million views of my channel here called Sonia Miller, which is where we thrift, we junk, we pick, and we flip, we paint. Sometimes we resell for profit, and sometimes we just put it together in the house and make the house beautiful with what we find, right? So yeah, 1 million views. So I figured, because I am a girl who likes to set goals, I have goals for myself for this year, and I've missed my business group, and I've missed all the wonderful friends that I made in there. We used to talk 3 times a week, and keeping up with what they were doing on their business. I love helping other people and helping them, whether it is, you know, look differently at a piece of junk, take pride in their home, love what they already have. Sometimes you just need to put a little paint onto it. That's all you need to do. But I also love, because I know that I have experienced a transformation in my personal life. You guys know right here, I bought a home this year. This is my dream home. This is our dream home, and I couldn't be happier. And I just want everybody else to be happy, because life is too short not to be happy, and we're not guaranteed anything. And I want 2020 to be an amazing year for you guys out there. And if you are somebody like me that would like to follow my footsteps and learn everything that I did of how to grow your business, how to stand out in a very saturated time when everybody's having businesses of their own, how to do social media, how to do videos, what you should be doing, what you should focus on, just getting the motivation, and also having a community where you can show up every single day. And that's why I wanted to do daily videos, because I love it. I love what I do. I love helping other people. And you know what? Every day I'm committed in 2020 to putting out a free business training, a bit of motivation, something that you can learn, something that you can take and grow your business, and use what I've learned. Because I love to learn. And I love to tell other people about what I've learned. And I love it. If you've walked into my store and we've had a conversation, or I took time out to have lunch with you, it's because I truly, truly believe that you can use your talents to change your life. And you know what? If your talents involve painting or getting creative in any sort of way, I mean, fill in the blank. I like to blank. I like to mosaic. I like to cook. I like to bake. I like to take I like to do photography. I love real estate because I love homes. Whatever it is, no matter what business you are in, it's all about relationships and learning how to honestly talk about what you got, your service, your solution, your product that's going to be able to help somebody else out there, right? But doing it in an authentic way. I think that definitely one of my words for 2020 is authentic, because I just love the word authentic. I love the word simple, keeping it simple. And oftentimes, you know, you're out there struggling, trying to figure out how to grow your business. And quite honestly, if you've ever heard the expression that, you know, when it comes down to it, just keep it simple, sweetheart, right? Like often the biggest answer that you're trying to find is often the most simplest one that's right in front of you. And so I want to do 2020 with other fellow creative, business-minded individuals where we have a community to meet up, not be lonely. Because let me tell you, when I first moved from Canada to the US and didn't know a single soul but my husband and his family, it was very, very lonely. And it was very, very sad. There was a lot of days I cried going, I am not cut out for this. I got to go back home. But change is good. Change is very good. So if you're at a point in your life where you want to do some change, let's start fresh right now. January the 1st, 2020. Go subscribe to the channel. I just put it up. I just filmed a video today, my very first video, every single day. And I think my upload schedule is going to be, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. 8 a.m. every single morning. So one of my goals for me this year is I want to start getting up even earlier. And I want to, for me, I tend to push late into the evening and work really, really late into the evening. Like I could be working up till midnight, 11 o'clock when a lot of people are sleeping. And therefore, you know, I'm not an early riser. But I want to get up much more early in the morning. So by doing an 8 a.m. upload schedule, it's gonna make me get up, because you're depending on me, right? You need your little dose of morning inspiration over coffee. So listen to it while you're doing, whether you're doing a drive to work right now, because hey, I started my business when I was working in the corporate world. Couldn't wait to get home at the end of the day. Oh man, to get changed from my high heels and my dress clothes into my just my paint clothes like I am right now. This is pretty much it. This is pretty much me right here when I started my business, except I would have nobody to talk to except my 5-year-old son. Too funny. Too funny. But you know what? You grow closer as a family, don't you? When you bring your family members along on the journey with you. If my son could only tell you, like, Mom, How many times did he have to stop on the road to get like stuck in the back of the car seat with extra furniture that I decided to bring home, you know, help me with stuff. And he would always say, Mom, couldn't you pick up a easier, lighter hobby? Like, for example, stamp collecting. But Riley, it paid off, all right? This is where we are now. And so now it's so awesome to be able to be this day and age, knowing where I started from to where I am now, to be able to work from the home of my dreams and to be able to travel home, which when I first started my business, one of the reasons and how it got started was I couldn't afford a plane ticket to fly back home to Canada. And I hadn't seen my family in a long time. I think it was a couple of years at that point. And I really wanted to go home. And so when you got a why, that will definitely prompt you. When you have a why, like whether right now you're on the journey, like for me right now, it's January the 1st. Personally, I'm back on track again. I took December to really just enjoy the holidays, but you got to plan whatever you're going to do. So I took a break of how I normally eat, knowing that I would just enjoy the holidays, create the memories, enjoy family, enjoy all the food that comes with the holidays, but also knowing that come January the 1st that, okay, now's the time to make sure that, you know what, it doesn't go out of control, you pull back on the carbs, and you get back to moderation. So this is for me as well, right? So set a plan for yourself. Personally, whether it's a health goal, whether it's a business goal, but yeah, 2020 is gonna be how you make it. Yay! All right, I'm so excited for 2020, can you tell? And I'm also excited because we're done with this piece, and honestly, I'm just gonna let it go ahead and dry on its own, and then I'm gonna find a place to put it, but already you can tell how much it's popping, and yeah, it's gonna really lighten up a place, right? So this is wet right now, so I can't put it anywhere, but if you can imagine, if you have a place where you could put something like this, it's just gonna really stand out a whole lot more, right? Ooh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, my friends, I will see you guys back again tomorrow. I think we'll probably get out and do a little junking tomorrow because I got to find some more projects to work on. And yeah, it's a vicious cycle, but somebody's got to do it. I'm going to take one for the team and go junking tomorrow. All right. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys back on this channel tomorrow. And don't forget to go subscribe here on YouTube to Grow with Sonia Miller. And that is for those of you here on this channel that want to learn how to grow your business, no matter what you do. Probably you have a creative business, but it will apply to anyone. So tell your friends, that's what I'm going to do over there every single day as well. All right. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.